Michael Cohn looks like a boy's boy, but his mom says
He loves to draw. He loves music.
Michael's mom and their friends make a concerted effort to parent their kids in a gender-neutral way.
Among my friends, I don't think anyone would ever say that they're not gender neutral.
We always offer dolls and along with the trucks and the balls. The dolls and things, bring out nurturing.
We asked their boys.
Do any of the guys like dolls?
I thought that stuffed animals are kind of like dolls.
Some families now give their kids gender-neutral names so the kids can make up their own minds.
The baby's name is Storm, what they're calling gender-free.
So there's gender-free, there's gender-neutral, there's transgendered. More?
Yes, we've got gender fluid, gender creative, gender independent.
Education professor Elizabeth Myers teaches teachers don't treat kids as boys or girls. She raises her own son that way.
He asks us, am I a boy or a girl? And I ask him, well, do you feel more like a boy or more like a girl? And he says, I feel like a boy. It's like, okay, well, then we're going to call you a boy unless at any point you feel it's like something different.
And how is this parenting working out?
We were at the playground, and he said, Mama, this playground is for everybody. Boys can play, girls can play, transgender kids, and kids who don't feel like a boy or a girl can play.
He sounds like he's living propaganda. Garbage that you've indoctrinated him with.
I know some people would say that.
Dr. Leonard Sachs says it.
But the great mistake that Dr. Meyer and others are making is the notion that in order to ensure equal opportunity, we have to put our heads in the sand and pretend that gender doesn't matter.
She asks her son, do you feel more like a boy or a girl? And she says, this is how gender should be established.
The unintended message that the boys and girls are hearing is that, hey, the grown-ups are on another planet. They have no idea what actually matters to us. The result is gender-confused kids.
Isn't this confusing for the kids?
Absolutely not. They know who they are, and they're going to tell you who they are.
Assuming, she says, that they don't get manipulated by our sexist society.
Media messages, movies.
He likes her.
Kind of what our parents taught us, and so we internalize these norms and we think that's just how it should be. It's not something that is biological or predetermined.
But it is biological. Most boys do like the more active, violent sports.
There are average tendencies, but that doesn't mean most.
Aren't most boys different from most girls?
I would disagree.
I once believed that, but then I had kids. My wife didn't allow my son to have toy guns.
He made guns out of carrots.
It's true, and my son likes to turn just about everything into a gun or a shooting mechanism, no matter how hard I try to discourage it.
Don't discourage it, says Dr. Sachs.
If the son jumps up from behind the couch and says, bang, bang, you're dead, and the mom reprimands him, and the mom says, well, I love you, but I wish you weren't so into the violent games. And the result is not a generation of boys who want to engage in scrapbooking. The result is boys who are looking to the internet and getting their ideas of masculinity from that.
Which is probably not a good thing, given what's on the internet. To reduce the influence of sexist culture, Sweden now pushes toy ads that are gender neutral. Girls play with guns, and boys happily iron clothing.
Boys want to vacuum and iron, and
if that's what speaks to them as fun and entertaining.
Councilwoman Abby Land is proposing to make all single-stall restrooms gender neutral.
The latest trend in Hollywood and on college campuses is to get rid of the boy-girl label. But science shows most people are not gender neutral.
What happens when you ask girls and boys to draw whatever they want? Girls draw people, pets, flowers, and trees. The people have eyes, mouth, hair, and clothes.
It doesn't matter where the girl is from. This test has been done in America, Africa, Thailand, Japan. The results are similar. Here's a Japanese girl's picture and an American girl's. But
the great majority of boys are drawing something profoundly different. They're trying to draw a scene of action. They sometimes just look like a bunch of squiggles because it's action.
Maybe they draw differently because they've been exposed to sexist parents and sexist society that leads them to do this.
That's exactly what I learned when I was earning my PhD in psychology 30 years ago. And then researchers got the bright idea of giving the same choice to monkeys. We've got 3 different studies now. Human, chimpanzee, or monkey. The males want to play with the truck. Why? Because it's got wheels. It goes kaboom.
Movement.
Movement, action. Girl monkeys prefer to play with the colorful plush doll. So these differences are clearly hardwired, not socially constructed, because they're found in 4 primate species.